Kill County Stranger Things 5 is such a challenge, dude, because, like, they're too gun shy to kill off anybody. Like this dad, the Wheeler dad, boss, thrown through a fucking wall. He has a Freddy Krueger scratch across his chest. He's motionless. But in the next episode, they're like, oh, yeah, dude, he's in the hospital. Both parents are in the hospital. I remember the writers of the show saying, like, well, it's not Game of Thrones. Not everybody has to die. But when you do something like that to somebody, they're dead. I'm counting it as being dead, dude. And it's like, what? We're so attached to this Ned Flanders father? Like, I could give a fuck, but you kill off somebody we like Eddie in the last season. I don't get it. Or this mom gets all street and breaks a bottle, then stabs this fool up with it a couple of times. You know, like a mama bear survival instinct, adrenaline, but then gets swiped in the gut and then swiped enough where blood splatters all over the place. And she didn't die right there. I guess the monster stole that daughter, like a whole poltergeist scene. And right here, they're like, oh, well, she makes it. We're going to take her to the hospital. Then later on in the hospital, she goes like, oh, Henry. She has to write down a piece of paper. When you could have did that shit right there, dude. She could have just went, oh, Henry, imaginary friend. And then died right there. Them going to the hospital and everything just felt like padding. Then there's the killing of soldiers. You're like, alright, through the eyes of the Demogorgon, because Will can, like, see through them and everything. You're supposed to tell how many people he killed? I don't know, dude. It's a bit difficult. And I know this one, it seems like, oh, that's because Hopper's looking at him. Oh, yeah, he's there, killed a couple, then killed his driver, broke his neck, and threw him over the top. Pretty cool. Yeah, then it just seems like Vecna shows up to the military base and then wipes out the whole military base. But he has some cool kills, you know, no doubt. Throwing people that might kill him, but impaling them with your I am Groot sort of arm, that definitely was pretty dope. Yeah, so bullets don't work against this guy. Then they're like, all right, maybe we get the flamethrowers on him. Of course, that backfires too. And they're engulfed in flames. Then he's able just to take your grenade pens out. So he's like all over the place. He's like the Dark Phoenix. And right here is the most brutalest death they did in this whole series, baby. He just impales you from the back of the head with his Groot hand, and it pops out your eyes and everything. You're like, oh, dude, that's so cool. Why don't you do that to like one of these characters or something? Like, I don't know, man. This just needs to have the balls to off some main people, dude, because the space gets pretty crowded, too. The Demogorgons are the only ones that get actually, like, cool deaths. Well, I guess they're characters. They're just as much characters as other people. They're the villains, right? They're the goons, Vecna's henchmen. But then you figure out, oh, Will can control them, and he can do that whole trick where you, like, break your arms and do all that, because Vecna did that to a couple of people in Season 4. But now Will's able to do that to the Demogorgons and kill them all pretty easily. So now if they send the Demogorgons after the crew and everything, Will can take care of them and snap their necks. Now he's very, like, OP. I don't even think 11 can do that shit.